following is a production of the Madison Capitals, Rush Media Company, and the USHL, and may not be reused or retransmitted without the written consent of the Madison Capitals or the USHL.
Shot scored! And he scored! Shot front, shot scored! Shot scored! Gavin Hewlett-Camp. Striker Lee scores in his USHL debut! Nice shot from Bichot, who scores and gives the Caps their first lead of the night. Backdoor feed, Aiden Long scores! For the Capitals, Kansas in the slot, scores! Scores! 9-2 Caps lead!
And now, let's send it out to the arena with the voice of the Capitals, Drew Steele.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena Middleton for the first time of the 2024-25 season. My name's Drew Steele, and I will be captaining the ship going through your ear ocean all season long here on the Capitals Broadcast Network. A new season is upon us, and we appreciate you joining us. As always, a preseason tilt tonight between the Madison Capitals and the Waterloo Blackhawks. Back-to-back nights, the second night of a doubleheader between these two sides. Last night, it was the Capitals getting on the scoreboard first.
Hawks in mostly white sweaters, black shoulders. Big hit at the Blackhawk blue line. That was by Brady. Meanwhile, Brink, the veteran, across the Hawk line for a shot. He scores! Finn Brink, just 41 seconds into the game. The veteran Madison Capital.
Tim Harwood on the call there for the Waterloo Blackhawks with the Finn Brink goal under a minute into the preseason for the Capitals. Brink was able to tally. He had actually been out since February 25th, so it was nice to get his feet back under him in his first game back wearing Navy and Columbia, but it was quickly Waterloo with Brendan McMorrow finding the evening tally.
For Buckberger, his shot was blocked. Loose puck picked up and brought up ice by Zaremba. Across the line, flipped it in front. Here's a backhanded try. Waterloo scores! Brendan McMorrow, the former National Team Development Program forward. A couple of years' worth of experience in the USHL.
The Capitals would find a goal of their own to regain the lead. Just a couple seconds onto the power play, Mason Moe made it 2-1 Caps.
Face-off won by the Capitals. Stout at the right point. Slides it to Scherzer, top of the left circle, side of the net, centering feed. Madison scores a quick conversion by Mason Moe on the setup from beside the goal. The Capitals won the draw. They possessed the puck, and that took just seconds.
The Capitals wouldn't hold that 2-1 lead long, though. Nicholas Kasiba with a deflection out front tied things for Waterloo.
And handoff to Kasiba. Couldn't. Nyes keeps it in. Wrist shot coming. Tip. Waterloo scores. It was redirected up and over the shoulder of Heil. And here come the Hawks. Another quick answer after Madison went in front.
2-2 would remain the score throughout the rest of the first period. In the second, only one goal. Finding the score column, it was Morgan Brady for Waterloo on the rush.
Could not track that bouncing puck down, and it comes back to Brady for Monteiro. Then for Brady up the ice. He shoots and scores! Morgan Brady got away with a bad bounce. It came back his way, and all of a sudden he was up the ice on a rush, and a give-and-go setup from Monteiro.
3-2 Waterloo led heading into intermission number 2. Early on in the third, Brock Schultz found his first goal of the preseason.
Nice. Sends Monteiro through neutral territory. Over the line, back for Schultz. Backhander. He scores! Here come the Hawks. Brock Schultz. Another nice setup by J.J. Monteiro.
Waterloo would add one more in the third period, an insurance tally to give themselves a 5-2 win over Madison in the preseason opener for both of these sides. Both sides facing off again here tonight, this time in Madison, the back end of a home-and-home. Next week, both teams will travel up to Green Bay to face both Muskegon and Green Bay. The Capitals will face Muskegon on Thursday at 3:30 in De Pere, and then the next night it'll be in Green Bay against Green Bay at 7 p.m. on Friday. Puck drop around the corner here at Bob Sooner's Legacy 20 Arena Middleton. When we come back, we'll have head coach Andy Brandt join the show. You're listening to Capitals Hockey on the Capitals Broadcast Network here on Caps Radio on YouTube.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
All right, we're joined by head coach and general manager Andy Brandt. Coach, how has training camp been this far?
It's been good. I think we've done a good job blending on ice and off ice. We've been on the ice a fair amount. I think this year something we've done a little different is added some competitions away from the rink, so it's been fun to watch guys get out of the element of the hockey rink and play pickleball or beach volleyball and get into some competitions and see guys compete in a different environment.
Who are some of the standouts from those like pickleball and from the beach volleyball that maybe fans should know, hey, watch out? Because I think there was an NBA player who played in the beach volleyball competition at the Olympics, so who knows, right?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know much about pickleball. It's new for me. I thought obviously the champs, Bobby Cowan and Caleb Heil did a great job. Really impressive. Bobby's got an unbelievable shot. Caleb, again, the whole pickleball game's new to me, but those guys were, I think, from the onset, the favorites. I think Brinker did a pretty good job, had a good team. Max Ryder did a good job. I think he was with Brinker there. They ended up in the last four teams. But just overall, those guys, again, I think the biggest piece for us as a staff is you get to see guys just compete in a different environment, see who kind of steps up and who just kind of goes out there and has fun and enjoying playing too. So the team building aspect of those games. And then in beach volleyball, I don't know, we didn't have a whole lot of volleyball players that were on the top of the list. It was there was a lot of kind of carries, if you want to say. It wasn't too many sets, and there was, I don't know if we saw a spike. But, again, the fun piece was seeing them dive around and compete in the sand.
Absolutely. With the team hitting the ice for the first time this weekend for actual games, I guess, exhibitions would be the term. That's the right term, I guess, for preseason games. What should fans expect from this version of the Capitals, the 2024-25 version of the Caps?
I think they'll build off of last year. I think the guys that are coming back, just in terms, and I don't want to leave anybody out, but Brinker, Longer, JMO on the back end, some of the guys, I think we're just going to build off of what we did last year. I think our group did an unbelievable job of kind of revamping what we do here in terms of our work ethic on a day-to-day basis and our compete in practice. And I think our leaders have done a really good job of making sure guys understand that walking through the door. So I think we'll be fast-paced. I think our skill will obviously take over at times. But more importantly, we want to be a team that just competes for 60 minutes. We've tried not to inundate guys with too much systems and structure right now. We want to have them go out and play the game, play free a little bit, and we'll kind of add that in as we go along.
How have the new guys started to blend in? Obviously, 16 guys walk out that door. That means 16 new ones have to come in. How has that new balance with the returners kind of worked out for you so far?
It's been seamless, and again, I think I give a lot of credit to those guys, not only the guys I mentioned, but again, you look at Sammy Capello, who was here for 40-plus games, Diego Johnson, who was here for a number of games last year, and guys that we brought in or came in at the end of the year, Uli, Mo, all those guys have had some games here with us. And again, I think that's important when you talk about team chemistry, when you talk about language that we speak here in Madison. But I think the guys who have come in that are completely new have been open to change, have been eager to learn, and that's the biggest thing for us as a coaching staff. We want guys to compete. We want guys to be vulnerable. We use that term a lot just in terms of coaching. You have to be able to be criticized at times, and I think our group has done a really good job of all the above.
With 34 players in training camp, obviously that number's got to get to 25 by puck drop on the 19th. Where do you think the toughest decision kind of comes in for you over the next couple weeks?
Across the board, like you look from goaltender out, we got 3 really, really good goaltenders here. We got 10 quality defensemen. We got 19 to 20 forwards, depending on guys in and out. So it's going to be a tough decision for our group up front, especially just in terms of our youth. Our back end looks really, really deep, so the competitive piece back there. And like I said, when you have Caleb, AJ, and Ozzy back there and Nat, the compete factor has been through the roof. So it's been fun to watch guys compete it out while also being good teammates and tapping each other on the backside when someone does well.
What's the biggest thing going into a preseason series that you're kind of looking for?
We're just looking for pace. We're looking for compete. We're looking for hockey IQ and coachability. Like I said, we haven't dove into our systems a whole lot here. We want guys to kind of work on their skills early, to feel comfortable on the ice and get to know each other. But the coachability factor, being able to talk to someone in a game and see if they can apply it live time is an important piece to seeing if guys understand actually what we're doing. But I think you guys know, our team knows, at the end of the day we have to hang our hat on compete. So that's the biggest factor for our group, is come out, compete, leave it on the ice, and we'll live with the end result as long as we work hard.
Tough to judge any team on paper, but Waterloo on paper looks pretty good. Coming into a weekend series against a team you'll only face twice during the regular season, what do you kind of see in Waterloo?
We know that they're going to play hard. We know that they're a well-coached team over there. We know a little bit of their structure. They play north. They play downhill, whether it's on the forecheck, neutral zone, they pinch. So I think it'll be a really good test for our forward group, especially how we handle that pinch and how we do things. But here in Madison, we don't try not to focus a whole lot on the other team, try to focus on what we're doing, how we do it, and what we can improve on. So, again, just looking forward to seeing guys get out there, seeing what they can do on the ice, seeing how they interact for some guys in a USHL game, and seeing where guys picked up from last year.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you.
That was head coach and general manager Andy Brandt. When we come back, we'll have your starting lineups thanks to our friends at Bergstramato. You're listening to Capitals Hockey on the Capitals Broadcast Network.
For 35 years, Ameriprint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriprinTapparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. Ameriprint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today, because there's nothing like live hockey.
reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs, so tender you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas, from tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
And he scores!
Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
And he scores!
Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
Welcome back to Bob Suter's Capital Ice Arena for tonight's preseason matchup between the Capitals and Blackhawks right here on the Capitals Broadcast Network. It's time for your starting lineup presented by our friends at Bergstrom Auto. For Waterloo up front, it's Caden Hawkins, Brendan McMorrow, and Nicholas Kashiba up front. On the back end, Brady Padel and Branko Vukash with Calvin Vachon in between the pipes. For Waterloo on the other side for the Capitals, it's Riker Lee, Mason Moe, and Bobby Cowan up front. Harper Fry and Aiden Shirey on the back end with A.J. White getting the start. Kyle McCauley is tonight's referee with linesmen T.J. Lyle and Aaron McCrary. He asks both goaltenders if they're ready to go. Does Kyle McCauley, and the puck is, well, hold them up, boys. Down for the preseason home opener for the Capitals as Mo wins the draw back to Shirey. Shirey up the far side to Cowan, who deflects it down in deep, where Waterloo will back check for it. Cowan in his preseason debut, his first time in a Cap sweater here as he was acquired this offseason from Omaha. Sends things around the goal before it's picked up at neutral ice by Harper Fry, the Madison native. Riker Lee had a Capitals debut, his only home game with the Capitals. 1 goal, 1 assist, and that came on the game-winning goal to that assist. And that one against Green Bay. Of course, the Capitals went on to the playoffs last season, second time in the past 3 years. Of course, the year prior was 2021-22 when the team won the Eastern Conference Championship. Back in the defensive zone, Harper Fry sends things over to the far side, Bobby Cowan. Cowan settling things down to Shirey up the far side now, deflected along the way by Max Ryder, a player who was added after a very successful main camp this season for the Capitals. He turns things over, though, and gets things back the other way for Waterloo before it comes right back on the stick of Ryder. Loses a wheel in the half wall. Waterloo picks things up and starts back the other way. Walker at neutral ice towards the offensive zone. The Capitals take back over and start up the far side. Into the offensive zone, it's Capel. Capel drops back for Waterfield. Leaves things out front. Ryder with a shot. A delayed call and a trip upcoming on Waterloo. 18:39 to go, period number 1. Let's take a look at our goaltending matchup for tonight's contest between the two sides. For the Capitals, it's A.J. White. Played half the game last night. The Capitals did the same thing last year where the starter in Game 1 would be scratched for Game 2. The starter for Game 2 would also play half of Game 1, and then the goaltender scratched in Game 1. Kyle Osgood, in this case, more than likely going to play the second half of this one tonight, said the coaching staff of the Capitals. He gets the start tonight, though, does A.J. White. Played in half the game last night, 10 saves on 12 shots against him. On the other side, it's Calvin Vachon, the veteran in the mix for Waterloo. Vachon, in his career, or last season, I should say, .281 goals against average as the Capitals start on the power play. 1 for 2 last night on the man advantage. Mason Moe with the lone tally. Up top, Riker Lee sends it to Michaud. Near side, now Cowan. Cowan thought about it and takes it on the top of the near side circle before chipping it down to the corner for Aiden Long. Long, back to Cowan on the half wall. Cowan surveys the field of play for a moment. Thought about sending it to the far side, but skates it back down the wall to Long. Long, a little too far in front of him. Waterloo got a piece of it. Sending it around the far side was Mulgrave, but it's held in at the line by Lee. Michaud, back to Lee on the far side. Lee with a shot, blocked along the way. Long collects in the corner for the Caps. 1:20 to go on the power play here for Madison. 2 minutes into the game. Lee, near side, Cowan. Cowan shot deflected along the way. Long after it for a moment before Vachon hops on top of it. Whistle, 17:53 to go in the first. 1:14 to go on the minor tripping penalty to Matthew Lansing. As the Capitals 50% in the preseason, and this was part of the unit that did it last night. Mason Moe out there with the Capitals last night on that goal for Madison. Was the combo of Moe with Waterfield also in the lineup tonight, but the Caps mixing things up as it's Eulenkamp on the far side, Moline, Moe, Capel, and Lunsky out there for the Caps. Eulenkamp, top of the far side, tried to send it to the middle for Capel, but he gets it right back after it goes into the corner off of the deflection. Moline, near side Moe, back up top Moline, far side Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp tries to shoot that one, it deflects up and out of play for a whistle. 48 to go here on the man advantage for Madison. 17:27 to go here in period number 1. Faceoff will be on the near side to the right of Vachon. Capitals last night falling to Waterloo. 5-2 final there. Capitals had 2 separate leads in the game. Got out to a great start. Finn Brink and company. Brink in the lineup once again tonight. Of course, the players will mix things up throughout in the preseason. Last night, the Capitals had a couple of their normals out of the lineup, but I asked head coach and general manager Andy Brandt when he thought of the home game. He said, yeah, we're going to put out a good lineup, no doubt about it, and that's the goal every game in the preseason and the regular season, right? You want to win as many games as come your way. On the far side, Moe up the far side wall. Moline will hold in. 37 to go on the power play. Near side, Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp back up top, Moline. Far side, Moe. Shot deflected up into the shoulder of Vachon, but he holds in on the near side, does Eulenkamp after the attempted clear out. Capel down in the corner. Far side, Lunsky's pass to Moe just misses and escapes the zone. Is Waterloo able to clear Eulenkamp back up that far side? Moe to the middle for Lunsky. Lunsky chips it down to the corner. Capel chases after it. Talked with Sam Capel. You'll hear that at intermission number 1 a bit this week. Capel knowing he has to use the body more here this season and trying to get his feet underneath him in the preseason was when he told me. Icing upcoming on Waterloo as 16:32 remains. Period number 1. Offensive zone draw for Madison upcoming. But yeah, Sam Capel, Mason Moe, part of the Holinka Gretzky Cup team up in Edmonton. Matthew Lansing, who took the minor penalty, out there once again on the ice as he was stuck out there with that. He scored 4 goals in that Holinka Gretzky Cup for the U.S. Face off on the near side to the right of a shown in goal. It's Ryder, Scherzer, and Waterfield for the Caps. Stout alongside Brooks on the back end. Brooks with a shot, it goes wide. Vachon sprawling for that one. Post to post, went to a Waterloo Blackhawk. Otherwise, it may have been a Capitals opportunity. Instead, at neutral ice, Mulgrave will just trying to chip it into the offensive zone. Doesn't get too far, though, and the Capitals right back to neutral. Waterloo sends it back in, and the Capitals pick up possession behind their own goal. Far side, Brooks chips it along. Waterfield continues it for Scherzer. Scherzer has it caught up in the linesman on that far side. The linesman on that far side being TJ Lyle, part of the three-man crew assigned by the United States Hockey League here today. Into the offensive zone, Mulgrave chips it down beneath the goal line, picked up behind the goal by Kasiba. Kasiba scored last night, the second goal, the game-tying goal, the first of 4 unanswered for this Waterloo squad. Backhand out front comes from the stick of McMorrow and into the corner where Waterloo picks things up. It was the player in number 73, Morgan Brady. He had a goal of his own last night as well. I was talking with the coaching staff for the Capitals last night. They didn't think it was Waterloo dominating Madison throughout that whole game. Scoring chances actually about even. They just converted their odd man rushes was a big piece of it. And now Caden Hawkins into the offensive zone. He was out of the lineup last night. White will play it over to Diego Johnson, who's making his preseason debut as well as the Capitals start things back. It'll be icing on Madison just south of 5 minutes into period number 1. Still scoreless here at Legacy 20 Arena here in Middleton. And the face-off in the defensive zone for Madison. Some tired legs getting caught out there as well. Waterloo sends out the unit of Monteiro, Helm, and Schultz. Schultz had a goal last night as well for this Waterloo squad. Directing traffic, he goes in the circle against Aiden Long. Long, typically a wing last season, and he's listed as a wing on the line chart here this evening for Madison. But he took the draw there. Waterloo was able to win it, though, into the far side corner. Picking up there is the stick of Monteiro. Monteiro tries to dangle around traffic, and now Madison on a 2-on-1 back the other way. Johnson has Long, gets it over to him. Long, backdoor feed for Johnson, a bit too far in front. And now Waterloo trying to counter back. Monteiro through neutral ice, far side into the offensive zone. It's Helm. Helm down to the corner, picks things up. Monteiro shot by Schultz at the top of the near side circle. Stopped by the logo of the chest of A.J. White for another whistle. 5:23 into period number 1. Scoreless between these two squads. Last night, a goal aside at this point. Face off to the left of White and goal. Last night, Waterloo went with Moore in net. Tonight, Vachon, different plans of attack. Capitals let their goalies play half the games for the first little bit of the preseason. As a face-off, kicked back, Lansing with it to his stick. A shot off the shoulder of White, found in the far side corner by Poulin. Poulin leaves there. Now Mo off the end wall, picked up on the near side by Michaud. Both of those players changing numbers from last season. Off the end wall it goes. Cowan's the first one to it to negate icing. Cowan fed it out front. Moline tried to feed it back door. Instead it comes to Michaud after deflecting off the stick of a Blackhawks player. Picked up by Cowan. A nice job by Lansing to battle back for it, though, as Lansing sends it to neutral ice where Mo can regain possession for Madison. Lansing into the offensive zone after the turnover. A shot goes wide. The Capitals have a chance to counter here. Poking it along was Lee, and now it's odd man rush for the Caps. Lee, top of the near side, offside are the Capitals. Caps probably didn't think that was offside. Not too much of a fight, though, as they head back to the bench. 6:08, period number 1. 0-0 still the score as a face-off just outside the Waterloo bench. Lunsky and Jete. Jete wins it back. Far side, feeds it up that far side wall where it's picked up by Jendick. Jendick making his preseason debut, trying to start a play. And up the near side, Brady will hold the line for Waterloo and get possession back inside their offensive zone. Jendick, far side, up the wall now, held in at the line by Mulgrave. Shot blocked along the way, never got to White, and the Capitals back the other way as Eulenkamp sends it to neutral. Battling for it was Lunsky alongside Mulgrave, and Mulgrave wins the race back to it for Waterloo as they send it down in deep. Up the near side wall, a player loses an edge. That's Morgan Brady. Likes to jump up in the play if last night was indicative of anything. Icing upcoming on Madison, 13:08 to go, period number 1. 0-0 the score. And the Capitals will have a defensive zone draw once again here. Starts and stops galore here early on in Middleton. The face-off to the right of A.J. White in goal. Lunsky against McMorrow in the circle. McMorrow with a pair of points last night. The NTDP player from last season in first-round Phase 2 pick by this Waterloo squad. Pick right before Madison. The Capitals finished with the same amount of points as Waterloo last year, but had that advantage. Capitals finished 5th in the Eastern Conference standings. Waterloo 3rd in the West, and now an odd man break, but good job by John Stout to back check there, and he gets possession back for Madison. Ryder on the near side, back to Stout in the corner. Stout spins off of a stick check from the player there of Caden Hawkins, and they send it out towards neutral ice, but that's where Waterloo takes back over. Far side, Stout on possession. Near side, on there is Karediak. Karediak, a main camp ad as well. I know I mentioned Max Ryder, second half goalie for tonight. Kyle Osgun also. Karediak through neutral ice, will chip towards the middle. Ryder now in the high slot. A shot rings off the post and goes wide. I thought there was a chance that was in. Instead, it's on that far side where Waterloo comes through neutral. Max Ryder, although obviously the Capitals' stats overall last night not great. A -3, I really didn't think he played all that bad. I thought he was in the play offensively a lot, and that's something Madison liked. A race to it. Diego Johnson behind the defense. Diego Johnson chips one towards the goal, but Schoen stops him and hops on top of it for a whistle. 11:42 to go, period number 1. 0-0 the score. As a faceoff upcoming in the defensive zone for Waterloo. Scherzer and company for Madison over the wall and into the offensive zone on that far side. Second line of Long, Scherzer, and Johnson. Scherzer, the only one of these three to play last night. Quick draw, won by Madison and sent on goal. Hopped on top of by the Waterloo netminder, who holds on for a whistle. We appreciate all of our listeners from all over the Midwest here this evening. Madison fans and Waterloo fans here on the Capitals Broadcast Network. We've reached our media timeout, so we'll take a quick 30. You're listening to the home of the Madison Capitals, the Capitals Broadcast Network.
You want subs made with high-quality meats and cheeses? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want high-quality radio ideas? You go to me, like this. I'm an astronaut on a mission to find water on the moon. But because I'm a genius, I realize that what humanity actually needs in space is high-quality meats and cheeses from Jersey Mike's. Now to figure out how to remove the helmet and eat the sub without my head exploding. Here goes nothing. Always high-quality meats and cheeses. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Back here at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena, Middleton. Capitals with an offensive zone draw following the media timeout. 11:40 to go in the first. Still scoreless. Same unit heads back out on the ice for Madison. Johnson, Scherzer, Long, Fry, and Shirey on the back end as well. And on the other side for Waterloo, the unit centered by Brock Schultz, Monteiro, and Helm on the sides. Face-off won by Waterloo, but Madison gets it back at neutral, where Long can settle things down back to Shirey. Shirey, the one-time Waterloo Blackhawk, in the trade that brought Oliver Flynn here to Madison, as well as sent Mikko Matika, who just signed his NHL entry-level contract to Waterloo just a couple of seasons ago. These two teams have actually met on a couple of deals over the past couple of seasons. Back in January of this past year, the Capitals sent Will Felicio to Waterloo in exchange for John Stout and a draft pick. And John Stout wasn't the only former Blackhawk on the roster last year. James Hong exchanged for Nicholas Fascia, who's now at Penn State and Ohio State respectively between the two. Face-off eventually won by Waterloo, and the Capitals will send it all the way down. No icing as Finn Brinks the first one to it. As the Capitals now in the high slot. Lunsky with a shot. Kick save by Vachon. And on the near side, Waterloo chips things out into their own bench. Offensive zone draw for Madison. As I was mentioning, though, 3 trades over the past handful of seasons between these two squads, and active players for Madison include John Stout and Aiden Shirey. January 2023 was that trade of Matika to Waterloo. The only 2 players still active in any of those trades are Stout and Shirey. Face off one back by the Caps. Lee over to Moline, who sends one towards the goal. A wrister stopped by the gut of Vachon, who holds on for a whistle. 10:53 to go in the first. Still scoreless here in Middleton. Last season when these two teams met up, Madison was able to capture the lone neutral site game, which was the difference as both teams won at home. 2-1 season series win for the Caps. Face off on the far side, one back by Waterloo. A nice poke check there by Riker Lee. Almost got the Caps possession back, but instead Jete up that far side for Waterloo, and they send it down in deep, eventually on the stick that time of Lucas Jendick, making his preseason debut. Up the near side wall, out to neutral ice. Mason Moe settles things down for Lee. Lee carries into the offensive zone. Far side as Lee, of course, played the last weekend of the season with Madison and then the playoffs. Last weekend of the season was great for the Capitals. Swept Green Bay. Didn't really do anything for the standings, but brought some momentum into the playoffs. One game won, and from there it was all Youngstown. On the other side for Waterloo, they had the 3 spot in the Western Conference, facing off against the 6-seeded Lincoln Stars as Lee drops in the offensive zone for Brooks down to the corner. Now Michaud activating himself down there. As Cowan on the near side corner looks for options, his couple of changes being made on the Capitals bench. Down in the corner, it rings around to that far side where Jendick can go pick up for Waterloo. He turns things over, though, and the Capitals with a nice body check there. It's Bobby Cowan. Waterloo, as I was mentioning, Western Conference 3 seed last season, swept by the Lincoln Stars at home. Nice job by Jan Shostak in that series. Really, that whole playoff run for Lincoln. Obviously, Fargo ends up winning the Clark Cup, and now it's back to square one. The battle for the Clark Cup starts in just a couple of weeks at the USHL Fall Classic. Capel shot into the near side corner. Waterloo takes back over into the offensive zone. McMorrow gets behind the defense. A penalty upcoming on Karediak. Tried to use his hands to get around the forward there. A nice job to draw the penalty by McMorrow. And now the Waterloo power play 0 for 1 last night, heading out onto the ice for the first time here today. For Waterloo on the ice, it's Peddle with Lansing, Hawkins. And on that far side, it looks to be Poulin and Kasiba. For the Caps, it's Scherzer, Eulenkamp, Shirey, and Stout. As we'll hold them up for a moment. As the puck had dropped, now we're working on the clock. They're just going to hold it for a second as A.J. White peers to his right of his crease, where Hawkins and Scherzer will once again do battle. Face off, one back by Hawkins at the blue line. Held on by Peddle. Up top now for Poulin, far side. On the stick for a moment of Hawkins, and eventually it finds its way to Poulin once again and deflected into the corner by a Capital out front. Stout gloves it down. The Capitals ship it out towards neutral ice. Just 20 seconds into the man advantage. Waterloo having to settle things down just inside their own defensive blue. 8:40 to go in the first, scoreless between these two squads. Both teams were able to find the board twice in period one last night. Not the case thus far, but still about half of a period left to go. At the blue line, Poulin towards the middle there. Lansing near side for Peddle. Deflected out along the way by Finn Brink. Brink, the Hockey News' player that needs to kind of step up this season in a way. More than anything, he's the returning vet to watch out for the Hockey News. But Brink last season, of course, had issues with injury. Missed every game after February 25th, was in Madison the whole time, was working his rear off to get in, but can't just all of a sudden make things happen, and was out the rest of the year. I think the verdict was that he would have been able to play if he would have made it through that first round against Youngstown. Butella down in the corner now 35 to go on the power play as McMorrow settles things down after the unit change. McMorrow, far side, looking for options as he's in the corner, takes it back up top, leaves there for Butella. Butella up top, tried to find Bogus instead. It's chipped out by the Capitals. Aiden Long gets his legs churning, but unable to get possession. Waterfield in there as well. Waterfield will go for a change. 10 to go on the power play for Waterloo as they carry into the offensive zone. Long will clear out to neutral. Now Eulenkamp, the only Capital in against Vukas. Eulenkamp chips around the player, takes it beneath the goal line, looks for options up top. Now it's the Capitals at full strength. Moline, shot blocked along the way. Moline holds on to possession, but it's at neutral ice, so the Capitals have to touch up, and that allows Waterloo to take over. Pedal into the offensive zone, drops back a shot onto White, chipped into the corner off the right pad of A.J. White. Down low, Capitals take over, near side. Two players kind of collide there. It's Eulenkamp and Sammy Smith. Eulenkamp will go for a change. 6.5 to go in the period. As up that far side wall, Waterloo able to get things deep inside the Capitals zone. Michaud spins off a player and forces that Waterloo player to lose a wheel in the process. It's now Vukas will hold the line. Near side, shot, goal, Brock Schultz. Second of the preseason, puts Waterloo ahead. 6:17 to go in period number one. Schultz scored the fourth goal last night. Really put the cherry on top of a great night for Waterloo. All in the scorer column. Found Twine just once last season, but did the before and after with his high school year where he had 23 goals with East Grand Forks High School in Minnesota. 3 points yesterday for Schultz. Should be a mainstay in the Waterloo lineup this season, you'd assume, with the before and after. Cowan, another player that did that before and after, down to the offensive zone. Capitals trail by one as Mo in the corner gets things along for Lee. Lee up that far side wall. Shirey will leave now for Cowan. Towards the goal, it comes to the near side where Karediak takes things into the near side corner. Spun back up the other way by Waterloo, and it held in at the line by Cowan. Cowan down into the corner, backhands one towards the goal, blockered away by Vachon. Lee ties a body up, but the puck escapes the play. And now in the corner, Mason Moe regains possession for Madison. Karadiuk near side, Moe. Moe, toe drag shot, goes towards the goal judge, but not towards the goal. Our goal judge, Larry, behind the net, having to duck out of the way. Luckily, there's a sheet of glass between him and the puck. As Vachon covers up, 5:28 to go, period number one. 1-0 our score in favor of the visiting Waterloo Blackhawks. Brock Schultz with the lone goal thus far. 17th round selection by Waterloo in the 2023 Phase 2 draft. As the Phase 2, of course, has unlimited rounds until the teams fill up their IPL, which consists of their affiliate list from the year prior, the Phase 1 draft and the Phase 2. Back beneath the goal line, the Capitals take over on possession and start up the near side. Long through neutral ahead on the stick of Johnson, who leaves there for Scherzer, but Scherzer was a stride or two ahead of that one. Does catch back up to it as Johnson now has it in the corner. Long pokes it along, far side, Fry will hold in. Near side now for Johnson as he rings it along the kick plate. Johnson receives a hit from a Waterloo player, and Jendick will start the breakout for Waterloo up the near side. Lansing achieves the red line, sends it down in deep. White slows it down, and Harper Fry will go pick up on the far side half wall. Fry up that far side. Now Johnson leaves. Ryder with a whole bunch of speed. A shot goes wide and caroms out to neutral ice, where it'll be Austin Moline back to pick up possession for the Caps. Moline takes it behind the goal. Throw on the brakes behind A.J. White. Chip it up that far side wall where Alex Lunsky can get things moving through neutral. Rather, that's Sam Capel. Capel tied up for a moment, but keeps possession into the corner. Now on the near side, sends it over to Max Ryder. Waterloo trying to battle for possession back, and eventually they do take it for a moment out towards neutral ice. Kasiba and Capel battling between one another, both Phase 1 picks in 2023 by their respective squad. Now the Capitals with numbers. Capel on the near side picks up possession, but Waterloo able to catch up before anything fun can happen for Madison on the score column. Waterfield towards the goal. He set up Moe's goal on the power play last night to make it 2-1 Caps before 4 unanswered for Waterloo. followed throughout the rest of the game. Down in the corner, it's Ryder. Plays it off the wall. Michaud holds in at the line. Down on the half wall, Ryder skates right over it as he's going for a change. Waterloo on possession, and they'll gladly take that. Chip things back down the other way, and Schultz and Michaud go to work in that far side corner, the defensive zone for Madison. Capitals turn things over in their own zone. Butello with his shot goes up and out of play. I don't know if A.J. White got a piece of it. Either way, though, the Capitals lucky to still only be down one as a faceoff upcoming in the defensive zone to the left of A.J. White. 34-man training camp for Madison. A couple affiliates in and out throughout that, though. Dexter Brooks, one of them, as he's out there at the moment as a faceoff to the left of A.J. White on the near side of your radio dial. Karadiak dragged down there, no call will come. Is on the near side. The Capitals still pick up possession on the stick of Lunsky. Brink turns things over, but Karadiak there to follow up the play. Karadiak hops up into the play offensively before it turns things over to Poulin. Poulin trips up, and the Capitals trying to put some pressure on. Brooks at the top of the far side picks up possession. His shot goes wide, takes it into the corner. Near side now Brink. Brink battling alongside a couple of Blackhawks players in Eulenkamp covering for Brooks on a 2-on-2 back the other way. Back behind the play was a player there for Waterloo and J.J. Monteiro, who has possession in the near side corner. He snuck behind Eulenkamp for a brief moment. Nothing came from it, and the Capitals back the other way now with 2:25 to go in period number one. 1-0 the score. Waterloo in the lead. Brock Schultz with the goal for the Blackhawks. Ryder into the offensive zone. Stick handles around a little bit. Tied up on that far side. Capella comes and joins him there. Down in the corner now, Waterfield. Waterfield feeds it out front to Capel, and Vachon gloves it down before it can get to Capel. 2:05 to go in the first. We have a whistle and a faceoff upcoming in the offensive zone for Madison. 1-0 the score in favor of the visitors. Same unit will stay out there for Madison. Capel, Waterfield, and Ryder. Fry alongside Shirey on the back end. A shot from Fry goes off the end wall and goes wide of goal and just stays out front for a moment. Fry does a nice job to play the body of a player streaking down in helm as the Capitals take over inside their own defensive zone as that puck came all the way back inside their defensive zone, and some quick pressure subsided by this Capitals team. As Harper Fry on his own defensive blue line plays it over to Shirey. Far side into the offensive zone. Mo around the first player there for Waterloo, but Waterloo able to recover, send things off the window on the far side where the Capitals take back over at neutral. Moline, the lone draft pick on this Capitals squad, selected in his hometown of Las Vegas by the Philadelphia Flyers. Down into the defensive zone, Shirey on possession. Moline, a couple of our members of our stats crew like to say, he wakes up every day and is 6'5". Can't teach that, and don't blame him for saying that. It's something you can't teach, is that height, and that's what a lot of NHL teams look at. Hey, it's a tall group, right? You want the bigger guys, the better, especially on that blue line, or big right shot D. Something teams definitely always cherished with 42 to go in the period. Icing on Madison, a faceoff upcoming in the defensive zone. Faceoff will be to the right of A.J. White in goal. Second line of Hawkins, McMorra, and Kasiba out there for Waterloo. For Madison, it's the top unit as the faceoff is won forward by the Caps. Cowan gets the red line and will send things down all the way. It was a strider too short of the red line. The red line on icing, can always be something different. Cowan with a nice body check, but now it's an odd man rush for Waterloo. A nice job by Moline to get through all that pressure just calmly and get things moving forward the other way. McMorrow forces a turnover, but Madison gets it right back, and now Riker Lee will carry into the offensive zone. Lee to the middle, Moline. Near side, Johnson. Johnson down to the corner, battling his way towards the goal. Doesn't get it out front, and Mo will go collect in the corner. Mo Turns things over. Back the other way comes Vukic, and time expires here in period number 1. Waterloo with the lone tally in the first. It was McMorrow. Not McMorrow, sorry. It was McMorrow last night with their first tally. It was Schultz. Both wearing that 2 to start. It was Brock Schultz with the lone goal here in period number 1. His second of the preseason. The difference. We'll have all of that fun recap for you coming up here at intermission, as well as a couple of interviews with a couple of Caps players, Sam Capel and Ronan Buckberger. Buckberger out of the lineup here this evening. Caps trail 1-0 at the end of 1. You're listening to Capitals Hockey on the Capitals Radio Network.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
For 35 years, AmeriPrint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriPrintApparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. AmeriPrint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today because there's nothing like live hockey.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs, so tender you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas, from tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Back here at Bob Suter's Capital Ice Arena, or Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena Middleton. Sorry, it's going to take some getting used to for myself as well. The rebrand here in Middleton after one period of play. Shots on goal 6-6, but in the goal column, the lone goal going to Waterloo. Brock Schultz, second of the preseason, was shown a perfect 6 for 6 in period number one. A.J. White, 5 for 6. Staying at that same margin he was last night, 10 for 12 last night in his preseason debut. A pair of penalties in period number one. Matthew Lansing, 2 minutes for tripping at the 1:21 mark of period number one. Ivan Karadiak at the 10:55 mark of the period for hooking a 2-minute minor there as the Capitals trail 1-0 in intermission number one. We'll get to some scores from around the league. 3-2, Omaha takes down Fargo today. Omaha 2-1 in the preseason. Fargo 1-2. Tri-City able to take down Des Moines 4-1 in that one today, as Tri-City 1 for 3 on the power play. Western Conference foe for our visitor Waterloo, and I'm sure we have a lot of Blackhawks fans listening here this evening. And a 2 in Sioux City between Sioux Falls and the Musketeers, and the Stampede 7-2 over Sioux City there. 4-0 Cedar Rapids leading Dubuque. 1-0 Chicago leading Muskegon. Muskegon won big last night. That one's nearing the end of period number one there in Geneva, Illinois. But, of course, the game you are all here for, 1-0 Waterloo over Madison, as we are in intermission number one. When we come back, you'll hear from Ronan Buckberger and Sam Capel. You're listening to the home of Capitals hockey, the Capitals Broadcast Network, tonight on Caps Radio on YouTube.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277, and let's get you in the game.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
For 35 years, Ameriprint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriprinApparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. Ameriprint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today because there's nothing like live hockey.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs, so tender you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas, from tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
So, Ronan, how does it feel to be starting your first season here in the USHL?
I'm super excited to get going.
Yeah, what are you kind of most excited for? Obviously, your brothers played in this league before, so you've kind of been around it, but now actually stepping in, what are you kind of excited for?
Just watching a couple of games in the past couple of years, knowing the high level of competition, just ready to compete and battle against the top guys before we head into college. So,
what's one part of your game you think will translate well here?
I think my compete level. I'll always try and win puck battles all over the ice, and know I'm going to give it my 100 every night.
For the fans at home that don't know, obviously your brother played in Lincoln. What's one thing that you kind of learned from his experience that you kind of bring into?
I mean, obviously it's a tough league, and things aren't going to go your way every night. I mean, I've watched him have bad games and good games, but I mean, you just got to be able to overcome it and simplify your game or do whatever you need to win.
What kind of role do you see yourself playing with the team? Obviously new, so Caps fans haven't seen you play at all before. What's something that they should kind of be on the lookout for? This is a role I fill, and yeah.
Just someone I can play in all kinds of situations. I know I can be all over the ice and try and take care of my own end, but try and contribute offensively as well.
What's one thing for yourself that you're kind of expecting and looking forward to this year?
Obviously going on a deep playoff run and winning the Clark Cup would be ideal. So
that was Ronan Buckberger. Now it's time for Sam Capel. Sam Capel, I guess we'll first start off. How did you approach the offseason, and what areas of your game did you kind of focus on?
I kind of approached the offseason just looking back to get to the playoffs for our team, early exit this year. But I think most of my summer was based on just becoming a better athlete, a lot of running involved, and just staying on the ice and staying with my skills and make sure those don't go too bad. As a returning player now, how have you seen the chemistry kind of develop with the new guys coming in? I think everyone's pretty close so far. I mean, with everyone I've seen, they're all nice guys and things, and we're growing close together quick, and I like it a lot. What's the vibe of the locker room like kind of heading into this first week of games overall, like with camp and kind of heading in? Does it kind of starting to serious up a little bit here, or has it been serious the whole time? Yeah, a little bit, but I think it's still pretty loose, and guys are having fun and just growing together closer, but so far it's really fun. What are some personal goals for the preseason and just overall this year, and how do you kind of plan to elevate your game compared to last year? I think in the preseason, just to get back into the rhythm of games is pretty important, just for myself to just continue to learn to play at the speed more and use my body as well. Is there anything super cool that you did this summer that you want Caps fans to know about? Nothing too crazy. No, I went on a couple of vacations. That was pretty fun, to Florida and up in Canada, but nothing crazy. Bingo. Well, that works out well. Thanks, Sam.
That was Sam Capel, and we will have period number 2 upcoming right after this on the Capitals Broadcast Network. You're listening to Caps Radio on YouTube.
You want subs made with high-quality meats and cheeses? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want high-quality radio ideas? You go to me, like this. I'm an astronaut on a mission to find water on the moon. But because I'm a genius, I realized that what humanity actually needs in space is high-quality meats and cheeses from Jersey Mike's. Now to figure out how to remove the helmet and eat the sub without my head exploding. Here goes nothing. Always high-quality meats and cheeses. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals. Hockey is back in Madison, and we're kicking the season off with a bang. Join us for Dollar Beer Weekend, presented by Coors Light. It's 2 nights of non-stop action in ice-cold brews. On Friday, September 27th, we face off against the Youngstown Phantom, and then on Saturday, September 28th, the Muskegon Lumberjacks come to town. Puck drops at 7:05 both nights, and yes, you heard that right, Dollar Beer all weekend long. Grab your tickets now at tickets.madcapshockey.com. That's tickets.madcapshockey.com. Don't miss the coolest party in town. Capitals Hockey is back.
Back here in Middleton as the Capitals and Blackhawks about to start period number 2. Capitals will travel left to right across your radio dial, and the Blackhawks right to left as we are back underway quickly here as Waterloo wins that draw. McMorrow up the far side. Kashiba sends it all the way down in deep where A.J. White can settle things down. White 5 of 6 in period number 1. On the other end, Vachon 6 of 6, still pitching the shutout. And yes, we're trying to go for the broadcast jinx, obviously early in the year, but I would like to see a win. I think all Caps fans would. I'm sorry to our Waterloo contingent listening at home this evening. McMorrow up the near side, pedal shot deflected, and a nice job by A.J. White to stay square to that one as it finds its way to the corner where Mo plays it around the kick point, far side held in by Vukas. Vukas turns things over. Lee now chips things up that far side. Cowan into the offensive zone. Cowan stick handles a bit and poked away along the way by Hawkins, and the Capitals will send things right back down into the far side corner. Near side, picked up. Casey Cole making his preseason debut, far side. Now to Peddle. Down in deep as Stout goes to pick things up deep inside his own defensive zone. And nice job by Waterfield to get by the defenseman and get possession in the offensive zone for at least a moment. Vachon kicks it into the corner on the Capitals' first attempt at goal. Waterfield sends it to the near side for Ryder. Ryder gloves it down, and on the near side half wall, the Capitals battle for it with a pair of Waterloo players. Capel comes away from the pile with it. Stout down to the corner. Waterfield lets it go by for Ryder. Ryder tried to center it for Capel. Rolled off the end of his stick a little too much, though, and at neutral ice, Stout spins back up and sends it down in deep. He'll go for a change after getting rocked a little bit there by Bradley Walker. Capel down to the offensive zone, turns things over. Lansing picks things up for Waterloo and will drop back for a moment. The two teammates at the Holinka Gretzky Cup. Of course, the Capitals had a pair of players there for the second straight year. Riker Lee there with Will Felicio last season. first stoppage in play. Vachon hops on top of that one for a whistle. 1:59 into period number 2. 1-0 our score in this one. If you're just joining us, Brock Schultz with the lone tally back in the first period. Face off on the near side to the left of Vachon in goal. Scherzer, the centerman for Madison, wins it back to Long. Now to the near side, Michaud. Moline down to the corner where the Caps chase after it. Johnson gets some body contact and allows Aiden Long to take over for a moment before it's picked up on the side of the goal by Brady and chipped all the way down inside the Capitals' defensive end. Austin Moline back for it. Moline steps out to the left of the goaltender White and starts up that far side. Long doesn't get a piece of it and goes all the way through, but it actually kind of works out for the Capitals as the Caps now have possession just inside their offensive half of center ice. Near side, Lansing bodied off the puck there by Moline. Scherzer picks up and he'll carry into the offensive zone. Scherzer has it poked off of his stick. The Capitals get sidestepped there, and now a 2-on-1. Waterloo, Monteiro, far side, near side looking for Schultz, his second of the night. Instead, it finds its way into the corner. Two sides battle there for a moment. Waterloo in the midst of a change can't touch that puck as it sits right in front of their bench. A couple of bodies collide there, and on the far side, Aiden Long takes over. Long up that far side wall. It'll be icing if it gets there as they wave it off eventually. I thought that would have been, but instead, Waterloo has to start from beyond their own goal line. Monteiro achieves center ice and sends it down in deep. Helm will chase after it, but White will backhand it to the near side where Monteiro back on it. Helm out front. Jete doesn't get to him as he was trying to center it right into the middle of the hash marks there, the slot, and sits in the slot for a moment after the shot from Bogus. But eventually the Capitals take back over and he'll carry into the offensive zone on the stick of Finn Brink. Powers his way through the first body check, but he's dragged down to the ice surface. No call will come as on the far side, Eulenkamp pinches in to hold the zone for Madison. And on the near side, after Waterloo got possession back, Shirey does the same on the near. Shirey holds in at the line, a shot deflected up into the protective netting off the rear of Alex Lunsky for a whistle and a face-off upcoming in the offensive zone for the Capitals. Top unit hops out. Mo, Lee, and Cowan for the Caps on the other side. It's Jendick, Jet in the top unit for Waterloo of Nevers as well. Jete, Cowan and Nevers last season played together at Edina High School, captured a state championship in the state of Minnesota. Nevers led the team in scoring. Cowan second on the team in scoring. Chipped up a little bit there and towards the offensive zone for a moment as Cowan turns it over, and now a 2-on-1. Poulin has Jendick on the near side, and he tanks it himself to Poulin. Kieran Poulin, the UMass commit, sends it into the crest on the chest of A.J. White, who holds on for a whistle. The faceoff upcoming on the left side. And A.J. White, of course, one of 3 new goaltenders for the Capitals, 2 of which acquired on the first day of the draft, actually second day of the draft, the phase 2 day of the draft. The Capitals acquired A.J. White from Sioux City and Caleb Heil. Heil, a scratch for tonight's contest from Sioux Falls. Both goaltenders looking to find their start alongside Kyle Osgun battling for roster spots, and Andy Brandt said that's going to be one of the tightest competitions. Mo out front, trying to send it there for Cowan. Instead, it finds its way to the corner for Lee. Cowan shot deflected along the way. Mo backdoor doesn't get to him. Instead, it's Waterloo countering back the other side. Poulin drops back for Kasiba. McMorrow out front. Backhand goal, Caden Hawkins. In his preseason debut, Caden Hawkins had 91 points last year for the prep team at Shattuck. Gets his first preseason point with Waterloo. Shelves that one over the glove side of A.J. White, and with 15:07 to go in the second period, Waterloo takes a 2-goal lead. Capella at center ice, wins the draw back, is up that far side wall. Karadiak sends it down in deep. Down the near side, picked up by Mulgrave for Waterloo. Capel tries to battle back for it alongside Waterfield there as well. This fourth line is joined by Sammy Smith, an affiliate for the Capitals here in camp. Chips it down in deep. Smith playing with the Janesville Jets here this season in the NAHL. Up the near side, Capel towards the middle. Smith behind the defense, gets around into the offensive zone. Smith with a shot past the glove, shied and wide. Down on the near side, the Capitals pick possession back up and send it to the far for Smith. Smith leaves there for a moment. Waterfield pinned up against the wall by Jeté. Jeté chips it off the glass for a moment, and Capel gets it right back. Smith down to the corner for Waterfield. Waterfield backhanded feed for Capel, but it finds its way into the corner instead of the stick of the Capitals 2023 Phase 1 first overall pick. And all the way down where A.J. White plays. And John Stout can start back up 6 minutes into period number 2. Caps trail 2-0. A goal in the first from Schultz, a goal in the second from Hawkins. Have the Blackhawks ahead in this one. The Capitals with some offensive zone time, and Moline towards the goal, deflected by a defenseman up into the protective netting for a whistle. 13:45 to go in the second. 2-0 the score is a faceoff in the offensive zone upcoming. Face out to the left of Bichon. Scherzer, the centerman for the Capitals, up against Lansing. Nice to hear the voice of Rich Reynolds back here at Cap Ice. He's down on that far side. Smith gets shoved up into the wall. Scherzer sends it down to the corner. This time for Johnson. Johnson on the near side. Up the near side wall for a moment. It goes high up into the sky here. And Middleton hits the sky here at Cap Ice. The new beams at Bob Suter's Capital Ice Arena used to be white. Now they're navy blue. Face off on the near side to the left of Bichon. Lunsky's unit out there for the Caps. Face off one back by Waterloo. Brink trying to get a piece of it and takes to that far side as Michaud on that far side will backhand it to the near where Moline can pick up possession. Moline to the middle for Lunsky. Lunsky down in deep as the Capitals chase after it. Brink puts some pressure on the defenseman there and Brady Peddle. Lunsky does the same. Moline holds the line. A blocker saved by Bichon off the Moline shot as Waterloo picks up in that far side corner. It's Schultz. Schultz now to Helm. Helm up that far side, backtracks for a moment. It hits the feet of a skater there and Brady Peddle. The Capitals tried to send it in deep. Were unable to at first. Lunsky will eventually finish the job as it goes down in on Bichon for a moment. And up the near side now, it's taken back over by Madison at neutral. Mo feeds it ahead for Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp down in the far side corner. Takes it behind the goal for a moment. Tried to feed it out front. Instead, gets it back and sends it to the point. Far side for Fry. Shirey holds the line. Goes towards the goal. A shot blocked along the way, I believe, by Schultz. Mo on the far side looking for options. Far side now for Lee. Tried to feed it to Cowan on the near. As Shirey will hold the line. Rather, he's unable to. Had Cowan up the near side wall. Lee will go put some pressure on as the Capitals take back over at neutral ice. Lee chips it towards the offensive zone, and that's where Waterloo able to regain possession. Schultz rainbows that one to the far side where Fry in the defensive zone for Madison can start back the other way to Cowan. Cowan to the middle for Lee. Lee drops back. Cowan shot that time from Mo. Hits that circular logo on the chest of the goaltender, Calvin Bichon, for a faceoff. 2-0 our score, 11:48 to go in the second. You're listening to Capitals Hockey on the Capitals Radio Network.
Hockey is back in Madison, and we're kicking the season off with a bang. Join us for Dollar Beer Weekend, presented by Coors Light. It's 2 nights of non-stop action in ice-cold brews. On Friday, September 27th, we face off against the Youngstown Phantom, and then on Saturday, September 28th, the Muskegon Lumberjacks come to town. Puck drops at 7:05 both nights, and yes, you heard that right, Dollar Beer all weekend long. Grab your tickets now at tickets.madcapshockey.com. That's tickets.madcapshockey.com. Don't miss the coolest party in town. Capitals Hockey is back.
Back here in Middleton, Capitals making a goaltending change just like they did last night at the second period media timeout. as Kyle Osgood comes into the game for Madison. Last season with the Yale Junior Bulldogs, 18U AAA squad, 11-2-2, a 198 goals against average, and a 923 save percentage, debuting for the Capitals in the preseason here in the second half of this game. Face-off one back, an offensive zone draw for Madison on the far side. As Cowan out front, Lee shot kicked away by Vachon. As now on that far side, Fry will hold the line. Down low, the Capitals don't have anyone on possession. Poulin will try to backhand it out of the zone, but Mo will hold the line. A broken stick in the process there from Poulin. As now into the offensive zone comes Waterloo to the right of Osgood. Osgood using his hands to point out where some Waterloo players are to the back checkers, communicating here in his first game. Made this Capital squad the 30-man training camp roster during main camp. A big hit there on Mason Moe as he's taken off of his feet. Now Cowan out front, a shot deflected into the corner by Kashiba. A nice job there by the back checker for Waterloo. A nice job to hold the line for a moment by Capel. Capel still poking along, but Waterloo able to escape eventually, dragging a player down, and the Capitals back the other way. A 2-on-1. Ryder has Waterfield with him. Ryder thought about it and eventually feeds it out front. It goes in the legs of Vachon, who holds for a whistle. 10:43 to go in the second. The Capitals with a flurry of chances here halfway through the second period. 2-0 the score, though, in favor of Waterloo. Face-off will be on that far side to the right of Vachon and goal. Capitals have a young squad. Talked about it a little bit in the pregame show. Out there right now on the defensive side is one of just 2 or 3 age-outs for the Capital squad. 2004s this year is a shot deflected into the corner. Max Ryder picks up possession. On offense, though, and really the other defensemen, pair of 06s and 07 and an 08 out there for Madison, and now it's Ryder behind the defense. No icing on the play, so he'll be the first one to it. Throws on the brakes to avoid the body check, and on the near side, Waterfield goes and captures possession. I think the Capitals will be happy with how this offensive units work together. I wouldn't be surprised, say all these guys are with the team in a couple of weeks, that this is a unit we see throughout the year being put out there, and I feel like I'm always tilted my head towards the offensive zone when they're out there. That's what this preseason's for, right? Seeing who works well together and whatnot. Is Jete into the offensive zone, and now Long into the offensive zone for Madison behind the defense. Taken down, but no call will come. Pokes one on goal. That's something Aiden Long had a ton of last season. Scoring opportunities as no icing on the play. Long, 9 goals last season. Had a pair in the playoffs as well. Through neutral ice now, Lansing showing his speed. Stick handles through a couple of Capitals players before turning it over on the near side. Battling back for it, though, is Waterloo. Lansing now to the near side corner. Out front for a moment was Butella, but the Capitals will come back the other way. I love the period of the long change. It produces so much offense, and you're seeing it here. Bodies going everywhere as well as the Capitals force the puck out of the offensive zone of Waterloo and now chase after it into the defensive zone of Waterloo. Johnson, far side. Michaud hops up into the play offensively. Michaud down to the corner. Takes it behind the goal. Pokes it up the near side to Moline. Moline, far side, tried to feed it there for Scherzer, who was covering for Michaud, and now it's a rush back the other side. A shot comes from Walker and finds its way into the near side corner. Poulin will hold. Butella picks up for Waterloo in the corner. The Capitals regained possession, though, thanks to a stick check from Austin Moline. Long flutters it into that far side corner. Caps go for a handful of changes. Moline and Long, the only two to stay out there. Long probably should go for a change. At this point, he's slow to get back into the play, but he's trying not to make a bad change, and it actually works for the Caps back the other way. Eulenkamp has Long with him, a 2-on-0, but a nice back check from Waterloo as Eulenkamp will feed it to the slot. Sits there for a moment as Long, the only player back, was Harper Fry jumping up into the play, and Dexter Brooks, his defensive partner, not really covering for him back. Long now finally able to get his changes. Eulenkamp carries into the offensive zone. Eulenkamp gets things going forward for a moment before baseball bat swing at it by Waterloo gets things out. Fry to the middle for Eulenkamp over his stick. It'll go in on goal, though. Vachon hops on top of it for a whistle. 7:41 to go in the second. 2-0 Waterloo still in charge. Face off on that far side to the right of goaltender Calvin Vachon. Upcoming. Capitals' compete level here in the second period has been nice, especially recently, and obviously still early on in preseason as Karediak throws one towards the goal. Glove saved there by Vachon. I mean, we heard it from Sam Capel there in intermission number 1. Preseason, you're still just trying to get your feet back underneath you, get back into the swing of things, and you can tell there's still some room for improvement from this Capitals squad, but the compete level's there, and that's what Andy Brandt asks from his squad. Karediak, shot, blocked along the way. He follows up his own rebound, sits out there. Cowan sends it for Karediak, and he's unable to slam it home. Held in at the line. Nice job by Shirey to hustle to it. Now Lee down low. Far side Mo. Up top now for Karediak. Karediak sends one towards the goal. Deflected just wide. I think it might have got a Blackhawks player along the way. Lee picks up for Madison. Shirey, far side Karediak down in the corner. Cowan, shot from a sharp angle this time. Lee back on it. Lee spins around, gets things up top for Shirey. Shirey thought about it. Goes towards the slot, backhands one towards the goal. Sits back there where Mo can send one towards the net, but it finds its way into the corner. Lee now to Karediak. He goes over his stick, and now Waterloo back the other way. A nice flurry of chances for Madison, but it goes off a shin pad on the other end as Hawkins rifled one towards goal. Jete whiffs on it. Back the other way come Madison. Lee into the offensive zone, onside. Thought about dropping it there a couple of times. Sits there for Stout. Instead, Waterloo pokes it off the stick of Stout and now sends it down in deep. Waterloo able to complete a couple of changes there. Madison with a couple of chances once again, especially in the past 6 minutes or so, towards that offensive end. And this top unit for Madison, another one of those units where, hey, they're working well together. They just haven't been able to put one in the back of the net. Karediak jumping into the play as well. First time you've really seen him establish that offensive zone time for Madison thus far. Of course, he only played last night with the team. Waterfield battling Waterloo. He's down in the corner. On possession there is Brady. Backhands it to the near side. High off the window, Moline picks up possession for Madison, and Stout into the offensive zone. Stout off that far side. Capel continues it down into the corner where it's picked up along the way by Bogus. Bogus, far side. Jete at the red line will send things down in deep. All but one go for a change for Waterloo. Moline picks up behind his own goal. Johnson gets a piece of it rather than Sammy Smith. So no icing on the play as Vachon picks up behind his own goal. Far side, Waterloo able to break things out pretty cleanly there. Pedal into the offensive zone by way of Butella. Arrow Butella's shot deflects up and out of play. 5:05 to go, period number 2. 2-0 our score. Waterloo still in the lead. A goal in the first, followed by the second goal in the second. Brock Schultz and Caden Hawkins, the two able to find the score column. Caden Hawkins has some familiar faces on the other side. 3 Shattuck St. Mary's prep players from last season on this Capitals squad at the moment for Waterloo. Of course, Caden Hawkins, the lone player there. Hawkins was selected in the 3rd round of that Phase 2 draft here this past season. Face off on the near side to the right. Of Osgun in goal. Osgun, the native of Ridgefield, New Jersey. Again, he was a IPL ad from main camp. Walker and Scherzer, the 2-team centermen. As a face-off one, back a shot, quickly blocked. Lansing was the one rifling that one towards net. As down low, Michaud takes over on possession and can start the other way for Madison. Walker goes for all body there. Diego Johnson does the same. And now Madison sends things into the offensive zone. Nice job by Johnson. Separating body from puck. Long trying to do the same. As it's fluttered down in deep by Johnson. Scherzer chases after it. Couple of bodies up against the wall. Eulenkamp now on it for Madison. Back down into the corner. Up top now for Brooks. Far side. Throwing down things for a moment was Michaud. Far side Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp near side for Brooks. Brooks towards the goal. Fans on it. And now it's a 2-on-1 back the other way for Waterloo. It's Lansing and Butella. Michaud with the lone defender back for Madison. Does a nice job to force Lansing outside. No real shot attempt coming at it for the Capitals, or for Waterloo on the Capitals netminder as Scherzer carries into the offensive zone. Scherzer turns things over. A penalty upcoming on Waterloo. It's a slash on J.J. Monteiro, sending Madison to their second power play of the night. 0 for 1 on the power play, 1 for 3 on the preseason, as the Capitals will send out a unit of Lee, Johnson, Cowan, Long, and John Stout. On the other side, Mulgrave, Helm, Schultz, and Coyle will enter play for Waterloo. 2 minutes on the board, slashing the call on Monteiro. Capitals to the man advantage. Face off on the near side to the left of Vachon in goal. Hold him up, boys. No warning given, but Aaron McCrary, the linesman, doesn't drop it right away. Is it held in at the line, or at least it appeared it was. Instead, Stout let it trickle through all the way back, where Osgun will backhand it to Johnson on the far side. Johnson will play it back for John Stout as the Capitals start up ice. Stout drops back there for Johnson. Johnson carries through neutral ice and into the offensive zone with a whole bunch of speed. Johnson in the slot, a shot up high into the net for a moment. At least it appeared it was in the netting. Instead, it was high up on the glass, meaning Waterloo was able to clear it all the way back down. 35 into the man advantage for Madison. 3:15 to go in the second as the Caps start from their own defensive end once again. Lee backhands it over to Cowan. Lee gets it back. Carries it down to Cowan in the corner. Cowan to the slot now for Long. Long leaves for Lee. Lee settles down at his spot on the top of the near side circle. Toe drag shot deflected by Long. Far side now Cowan. Cowan, top of the far side circle, looking for a shooting lane. Saw one he liked. Disappeared awfully quick there as Johnson picks up and gets things up to Stout up top. Stout looking for options. Far side now Johnson. Leaves there for Cowan. Back up top for Stout. Stout to Lee on the top of the near side. Lee down low Long. Tried to feed it back out front. Waterloo thought they had a chance to clear, and eventually they're unable to. I thought they were going to be able to. Instead, it's Long out front for Cowan. Cowan shot blockered up into the protective netting behind Vachon. A nice power play opportunity for Madison, but nothing comes from it. 2:26 to go in the second. 34 to go on the Monteiro minor. Face off on the far side. Cap second unit heads out there. Lunsky, Moe, Capel, Moline, and Eulenkamp. For Waterloo, it's Peddle alongside Lansing, Vukas, and Jendick. Capitals win the draw. Moe, far side now for Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp down into the corner for Lunsky. Lunsky tried to feed it back door for Moe. Instead, it almost trickled in off of a blocked pass from a defenseman. Vachon hovers over it, though, for a whistle. 23 to go in the power play is another draw upcoming in the offensive zone for Madison. Face off on that far side. Lunsky and Lansing, the two-team centermen. Face off tied up and eventually won back by Lunsky. Moline has it up top far side for Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp backhanded feed over to the near side to Moe. Moe settles things down on the half wall, down low for Lunsky. Lunsky scores! Gives Madison their first goal of the night. The power play 50% on the preseason, and the Capitals bring themselves within one. 2 minutes even to go in period number 2. A nice play there by Alex Lunsky. Down in the corner, real sharp angle, able to find Twine. Caps trail 2-1. Moe involved on both power play goals here in the preseason. Austin Moline with the secondary assist there for the Caps. The faceoff will come back at center ice with Madison cutting the Waterloo lead in half. Faceoff won back by Waterloo. Poulin will chip it down to the near side corner. Karediak picks up there for Madison. At least it appeared, and eventually he does come away with possession. Madison turns things over, though. It could have been a dangerous chance, but Poulin had it roll off the end of his stick. As Eulenkamp gets the second assist here in the arena. Turned over, Poulin shot deflected up into the glass. As on the near side, Waterfield plays into the corner. The two sides get tangled up with 1.5 minutes to go in the second period. Near side, Capitals trying to get things out of the zone, down low. Nevers shot, sits in the stomach that time of Osgun, and the Capitals not too happy with Bradley Walker. Takes a slash or two at Kyle Osgun. And the Capitals have to be separated. From the Waterloo player in there, Bradley Walker. 2 on the score, 1:16 to go in the second. Capitals with a defensive zone draw here in a moment. Brooks, Fry, Cowan, Lee, Moe for Madison, McMorrow, Hawkins, Kashiba, Brady, and Mulgrave for Waterloo. Moe and McMorrow, the two-team centermen. As Kyle Osgun looks to his right, face-off one. Kashiba with a shot for Waterloo. As Mulgrave will hold in on that far side. A shot kicked into the corner by Osgun. McMorrow down into the corner now for Hawkins. Hawkins continues it along the kick plate. There for Waterloo is McMorrow. McMorrow wrestling there with Brooks up top. Now Mulgrave. Far side, Hawkins. Shot sits out front. Hawkins with another shot, a hand pass. Shot came after the whistle, but I think the Capitals realized, hey, he didn't mean to take that shot after the whistle. Either way, faceoff will come outside of the zone. 49.9 seconds to go here, period number 2. Capitals with the most recent goal, but Waterloo still maintaining the lead at 2-1. Face-off at center ice, one back by Waterloo. Brady to the middle for McMorrow. Near side, Hawkins shot up and over the goal. The Capitals able to start things back the other way. Leo play it off the wall on that far side, but a nice job by Mulgrave at neutral to settle things down, achieve the red line, and just send it down in deep. Lee on possession up that far side wall, chips it around Caden Hawkins and McMorrow before they send it right back in. Does the defenseman from Waterloo. 20 to go in the period. One last rush for Madison. Fry, far side Lee. Lee had it towards the middle, looking that time for Cowan, but it's intercepted by Hawkins. Schultz now with a shot. A nice shot block there from Brooks. 7 seconds to go in the period as Madison up towards the offensive zone. 3 seconds to go, and the time will expire here in period number 2. Physicality between these two squads a little bit. Cowan and Bogus getting after it in the corner. Vukas goes and joins there. And just outside the Capitals bench, Dexter Brooks getting into it with Lincoln Helm. After 40 minutes of play here in Middleton, our score 2-1. If anything comes from this on the penalty clock, we'll let you know at intermission. Caps trail 2-1. You're listening to Capitals Hockey on the home for Capitals Hockey, the Capitals Broadcast Network, on Caps Radio, on YouTube.
You want subs made with high-quality meats and cheeses? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want high-quality radio ideas? You go to me, like this. I'm an astronaut on a mission to find water on the moon. But because I'm a genius, I realize that what humanity actually needs in space is high-quality meats and cheeses from Jersey Mike's. Now to figure out how to remove the helmet and eat the sub without my head exploding. Here goes nothing. Always high-quality meats and cheeses. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For 35 years, AmeriPrint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriPrintApparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. AmeriPrint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today because there's nothing like live hockey.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs. So tender, you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas. From tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Cavs fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
Intermission number 2 as Madison trails Waterloo 2-1 after 40 minutes of play here in Middleton as Waterloo with a goal in each of the first and second period, but Madison with the most recent tally. Alex Lunsky on the power play. Here's your goal scoring summary from tonight's game. 13:43 into the first period. Brock Schultz with his second of the preseason from Walker and Peddle had Waterloo in front early on in this one. In the second, they added to that lead. Caden Hawkins with his first of the preseason in his first preseason game from McMorrow and Kasiba. Kasiba, his first assist of the preseason. McMorrow, his second, gave Waterloo the 2-0 lead. Then with 2 minutes to go in the period, Alex Lunsky on the power play, his first of the preseason from Moe and Eulenkamp, gave Madison the opportunity to cut that lead in half as we head into intermission number 2 here at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. here in Middleton. Shots on goal through 40 minutes of play. Madison in control in that category, 20-14, 14-8 in period number 2. Madison switched netminders halfway through that second period of play. Kyle Osgood 3 for 3. A.J. White ends his night 7 for 9 in goal. Rather, I need to refresh that. Those numbers don't number up. A.J. White ends his night 7 for 9. Kyle Osgood 5 for 5. Vachon 19 for 20 at the moment here in this one as well, as the Capitals trail by 1 heading into intermission number 2. Period number 3 right around the corner. But before we get to period number 3, we'll hear from Riker Lee following the break. We interviewed him earlier this week. You guys will get to hear that. And you're listening to the home of the Capitals Broadcast Network. We'll be right back.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey, Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs, so tender you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas, from tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today, because there's nothing like live hockey.
For 35 years, Ameriprint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriprinTapparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. Ameriprint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277, and let's get you in the game.
Riker, how excited are you to be entering your first full season with the Caps?
Yeah, I'm super excited to get going, excited to play in this league. It's a really good league, and a lot of great guys in this team, so I'm really excited.
What are some of your expectations for yourself and for the team this year?
I think for myself, I just want to be able to come in and play a role and do whatever I can to help the team. And for the team, I mean, I came for playoffs last year, and it wasn't the result we wanted. I think we're looking for a deeper run. I think we have the guys to do it.
How did your brief experience here last year kind of build confidence coming into this year for you?
I mean, it's good. I know a lot of the guys coming into camp, so just having some buddies and being able to talk to them, and they can give you, tips and let you know what to expect.
If a Caps fan didn't catch the only home game you played last year, 2 points in the game, including an assist on the game winner, I guess should there be anything that Caps fans that didn't see that should know about your game?
I just, I want to compete and I want to win hockey games. That's about it.
For 35 years, AmeriPrint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriPrintApparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. AmeriPrint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today because there's nothing like live hockey.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs, so tender you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas, from tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs, so tender you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas, from tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today because there's nothing like live hockey.
For 35 years, AmeriPrint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriPrintApparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. AmeriPrint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
And he scores!
Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Back here at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena as the Capitals have 20 minutes to find a goal of their own to tie things up. 2-1 Waterloo leads as they'll travel right to left with the Caps here in period number 3. Across your radio dial, Waterloo left to right. Linesman Aaron McCrary gets the A-OK from both teams' goaltenders. Michonne nods his head as both teams are ready to get things underway. Waterloo, a little bit more excitement on their bench as the faceoff won back by Madison to start things here in period number 3. Fry through neutral ice into the offensive zone. Capitals turn things over back the other way, but now it's Cowan with a shot off the post and it comes wide. Lee with a chance now. It sits out front. No goal. 19:40 to go. Cowan rings one off the post. That's a second post of the night for Madison. Sammy Smith had one earlier. Awfully close on that one. But Madison will have an offensive zone draw to the right of a shown here in a moment. As a faceoff is won back, a shot from Lee just knuckles wide of the goal. Cowan trying to angle it towards the goal and up the near side wall. Waterloo out towards neutral ice. Cowan into the offensive zone, Mo in the slot, toe drag shot, glove shaved by Vachon. Coming out of the gates, firing here in period number 3 are Madison. Probably 3 shots on goal already in this third period, and Vachon answers each and every one of them. We'll go through a quick goal scoring summary in case you're just joining us here. Brock Schultz got things started 13 minutes into the first period. Hawkins added on to the Waterloo lead. Make it 2-0, 4:53 into that second period. Capitals strike on the power play. 2 minutes left in the second when that goal went in from Alex Lunsky. As Waterloo sends things down into their offensive zone. Butella battling with Moline as Michaud tied up against the wall. Butella skates away from it on that far side. Up top, Poland. Down that far side wall. Bogus sends it around the wall. Now Butella sits out front as Long will take things back over for Madison. Johnson off that far side wall will play ahead for Scherzer. Realize the angle, and now Scherzer behind the defense. Scherzer looking for an angle. He's held up. Delayed penalty on Waterloo. It looks like Casey Coyle heading to the box. I don't know what the official call. I would guess it's a hold. It's a hook. It's the call on Casey Coyle. Caps in their third power play of the night. 1 for 2 on the power play. The lone goal of the game came on the power play for Madison. As they'll throw that first unit out. Lee, Cowan, Long, Johnson, and Michel for Madison. Other side, it's Jete alongside Hawkins, Mulgrave, and Helm. Faceoff won by Madison. Michaud far side. Now for Lee. Lee looks for a shooting lane down low. Long feeds it out front. Cowan with it. Now a shot over the goal. Lee will collect on the far side. Lee up at the blue line. Goes between the legs trying to get to Michaud. Trying to get too fancy as Helm now beats Michaud. Cowan back checks here though. as Osgood kicks it to the corner. The Caps switch goaltenders at the media timeout of period number 2. Same thing last night on the road in Waterloo. That time it was between Heil. It was between Heil and White last night. Tonight, White got the start, and that was between White and Osgood. Offensive zone draw upcoming for Madison after the stoppage of play. McCrary and TJ Lyle, the linesman for tonight's contest. McCauley, the referee. 1:22 to go on the Coyle minor penalty. Second unit out there for Madison. This is a unit that scored. Moline near side, Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp shot, sits out front for Lunsky, who scored the first. Sharp angle shot. The highlight will go out later, I'm sure. It's a heck of a goal from a sharp angle on Vachon. Vachon last season 1-1 against this Madison squad. 7 goals allowed between the two. Into the offensive zone, Eulenkamp pokes it around the defenseman there and gets possession to the near side to Lunsky. Down low for Eulenkamp, back on it. Eulenkamp. Lunsky and Eulenkamp played youth hockey together in the Chaska Chanhassen program in Minnesota. Caleb Heil also in that program throughout. Lunsky along the goal line, there for a moment. Waterloo with a chance to clear. They're able to as it caught up on the apron. Just north of 30 seconds to go on the power play as Moe carries back into the offensive zone. Moe spins off a stick check. Moline at the point. Down into the corner now. First one to it's Mulgrave. He'll have a chance to clear and take advantage of it. 20 to go on the power play for Madison. Just south of 17 to go in period number 3. Waterloo with the 2-1 lead as Moline picks up beyond their own goal. Moline drops back Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp through neutral ice now and into the offensive zone via Mason Moe. Moe near side now for Waterfield as Waterloo back at full strength. Stout shot goes wide. Moe on the far side. The big hit against him. Moline sends one towards the goal though. And back the other way come Waterloo. Coyle fresh out of the penalty box. His shot gloved into the corner by Osgood. Moline chips things along as Madison had Finn Brink behind the defense. Instead it's John Stout down into the far side corner. Brink picks things up there, had it poked off of his stick. Waterfield there for Madison as Brink's tripped up. No call will come off the window. It'll go all the way down. Icing on Waterloo. 16:04 to go. Period number 3. 2-1 our score in favor of the visitors, Waterloo. Face-off will be on that far side to the left of Vachon. With the Capitals having Waterfield, Brink, and Ryder. Grediak and Brooks join him on the back end. Hold him up, boys. A warning given to Waterloo. The coaching staff of Waterloo not enjoying that. CJ Ike, the assistant coach there. Waterfield and Ryder switch places for a moment as Waterfield able to kick the draw back. Karediak at the top of the near side circle takes it down into the corner. He'll switch spots with Ryder there and take it around the goal. Karediak gets tripped down on that far side, picks possession back up though, and he'll play it to the middle where Brink can take over for Madison. He'll backtrack to Brooks as Brooks starts up that far side. Karediak deflects it where Bogus there for Waterloo. Bogus up the far side and back inside the defensive zone. Brady takes back over for Waterloo. Deflected all the way down there for Madison is Karediak. He falls down to the ice surface here at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena as Madison keeps possession back behind their own goal line. Ryder snuck behind the defense for a moment. Brooks settles things down just about 5 minutes into period number 3 here as into the offensive zone. Waterfield sends it all the way down. Johnson puts some pressure on Vukic, who takes it behind the goal. Vukic towards neutral ice, turns things over for a moment, but follows up his own play and gets things back. But now it's a 2-on-1 for Madison. Scherzer has Long with him. It'll be offside, so the Capitals have to touch up. Shirey and Scherzer just on separate pages there as Madison now at neutral ice gets things moving forward. Scherzer behind the defense has Johnson with him. Scherzer with this shot. It goes off the crossbar, up and out of play. 14:41 to go in the third. 2-1 our score. Waterloo in the lead. Scherzer had the defense on their feet and then quickly to their rear. Had Johnson with him, but I don't know if he realized it. Just saw an open goal. By open goal, I mean it was him and the goaltender in front of him. The face-off on the near side, one back by Waterloo. Up that far side, Hawkins will play out to neutral ice for a moment. A body there thrown towards the player before sent back the other way. Kasiba towards the middle. Chipped away, and now Madison looked like they had numbers. Scherzer in the feet of the Waterloo player, and sure enough, Scherzer comes away with it. Far side, Johnson. Top of the far side circle, a shot. Sits out front, and now Aiden Long on that far side, unable to hold on to it. And out at neutral ice, a nice poke check by Shirey to slow down the Waterloo rush. They'll go for a wholesale change as Harper Fry goes to pick up behind the Capitals net. Fry drops there for Shirey. Shirey up that far side wall, deflected down in deep by Long. Long collides with Eulenkamp to slow down both. Long was going to the bench. Eulenkamp towards the offensive zone. Fresh off the bench, Finn Brink throws a hit on Lincoln Helm as Helm sends that one up out of play for a whistle. 13:45 to go in the third. 2-1 our score. The two being in favor of Waterloo. Goals in this one from Schultz and Hawkins for the Blackhawks. For Madison, it's Alex Lunsky who will take the draw against Schultz here. Face-off one back by Waterloo. Mulgrave sends it down in deep where John Stout can go pick up for Madison. Stout pokes along that far side. Moline on possession. Moline tied up in the corner. Waterloo has two bodies down there as the puck finds its way along the kick plate to the near side. Madison able to start the rush up ice. John Stout jumps into the play. Same with Moline. Moline ahead. If it would have been to Stout, I think Stout had the edge on the defenseman. As Brink now in the near side corner has possession down low now to Lunsky. Lunsky plays it along the wall, looking for options. Tried to feed it to Stout, his high school teammate last season at Minnetonka. Unable to find him as Monteiro will be the first to it in the offensive zone for Waterloo. Tied up there by Moline. A pair of players on each side battle in the corner. Comes out to Vukas, who pinches down from the point, and Stout now on possession for Madison. Moline off the near side wall, trying to find Sammy Smith behind the defense as Vukas will chip it down in deep. It goes over the goal. Osgood never worried about it. Sits out front for a moment, and a shot from Jackson Nevers goes wide. Out front. On possession, Jete. Jete near side, Bogus. Down into the corner now. On the stick that time of Nevers. Up top, it goes off the stick all the way down. Bogus will track back after it. 12:17 to go. Period number 3. Waterloo leads by a score of 2-1. As into the offensive zone, Waterfield takes it for Madison. Up the near side, Vukas. Tied up against the wall for a moment. Lee chases after it for Madison. Lee in Waterfield down there for the Caps. A pair of Blackhawks down there as well. Lee on the near side, half wall, plays it into the corner. Waterfield will go get it for the Capitals. Waterfield takes it to the near side. Lee up top, looking for options. Feeds it to the near side, looking for Karediak, who had pinched down in and finally finds it. Does Karediak, and it finds its way to the far side corner as he kind of just took a swat at it. Is down there. Sam Capel gets tied up. Capitals in the midst of a change. Karediak goes for one as well. Lee plays it into the corner. Capel loses an edge. Cowan down there, but Shirey, fresh off the bench, holds the line for Madison. Jete up the near side. Lee holds in on the half wall for the Caps. Down low on possession there, Bogus. Bogus plays it to the near side. Nevers will achieve the red line. Send it down in deep. As on that far side, Jendick gets tied up against the wall by the Caps. Cowan through neutral now has Lee. Lee into the offensive zone. Will chip things down to that far side corner. The top line out there for the Caps. Backtracking that time, Peddle. Up that far side wall comes Poulin, activating himself up into the play once again here in this one. Back beneath the goal line. On possession there for Madison is Fry. Lee a little too far in front of him. It'll be icing if it gets there. Sure enough, it will. 10:38 to go in the third. 2-1 the score. I wonder if this is where the timeout will come for Andy Brandt and company. Not the case. Face-off on the near side to the left of Osgun in goal. Mo and Walker, the two teams' respective centers, as Walker wins the draw back. A nice job by the Capitals to bully Lansing out towards the blue line as Poulin will hold, though, for Waterloo. Butella down in the corner looking for Walker. Instead, it finds the stick of Mason Mo. A nice stick lift by Aiden Shirey. And now behind the play is Cowan. Cowan in all alone. Cowan with the backhand. A nice job defensively by Lansing to catch up to him. Cowan unable to get anything on it as Vachon maybe got a pad on it, if that. Puck goes wide in Waterloo all the way back down. Halfway mark of period number 3, 2-1 our score. Long chips things out towards neutral ice. Waterloo takes back over there as Butella feeds it over to Mulgrave. Down in deep, Osgun on possession for Madison. He'll play it over to his defenseman in Stout near side. Now Moline up the near side. Long continues it along for Scherzer. Scherzer now into the offensive zone. On that far side, a little too far in front of Stout, who had hopped up into the play offensively. Stout backhands it around to Long on the kick plate. Long down low now. Takes it into the far side corner. Shot out front. That time from Sammy Smith. Goes wide. Smith up top, Moline. Moline, a shooting lane he likes. Deflected down by the stick of Scherzer, but it goes wide and out towards neutral ice as Moline will take things over and get things back to Scherzer. Scherzer had Aiden Long with him there, and I think he was just worried about fending the body off of the Waterloo player. Long now beneath the defense and flows things down. Now Lunsky fresh off the bench. Lunsky's shot looking for his second of the night. Finds its way up into the glass. Long settles down the miss on the far side. Long unable to get things going forward for too long. Instead it's back the other way on the stick of Kasiba. A nice job by Karediak to play the body of Kasiba. And he'll pick things up behind his own goal after Dexter Brooks played it over to him. Brooks up that far side wall. Eulenkamp chips it around the Waterloo defense. No icing as Monteiro chases back after it. Brady up the near side. Eulenkamp holds for Madison. Sits in the slot for Lunsky. Lunsky to the far side now. Brink on it. Brink down to the corner. Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp back to Lunsky on the half wall. Lunsky back into the corner. Eulenkamp on it. Eulenkamp tried to feed it out front for Brink. Unable to. As up that far side, it chips out towards neutral. Shirey on possession. All the way down into the defensive end. Waterloo on it is Brady. Settling things down for the Blackhawks. Kind of playing on their heels in the last couple of minutes here. Far side, Capitals unable to get things out. Shirey just sent it up the wall. The old mini Mike breakdown is how I like to refer to that one. Sent it up the wall and hope no one's home. As Fry up the near side plays that one to neutral ice. Just rainbows that one above the defense, and it's picked up by Peddle in their own defensive zone, and Waterloo starts back the other way. Shirey settling things down off the glass on the far side, gets through the legs that time of the defense, and now Waterfield has Ryder with him, tried to play it to Ryder. Instead, it comes to Molina, shot goes wide, sits there for a moment, but Waterloo clears to the corner. Ryder up top for Stout. Stout shot towards the goal, kicked into the corner once again by Vachon. Down low, Ryder taken to his rear end. No call comes from that one. The Capitals still trying to battle for possession. Ryder comes away with it. Ryder up top, Moline sends one towards the goal. A glove save by Vachon, who holds on for a whistle, and that's our media timeout. Capitals trail 2-1, but they've had the better looks here in the third. Should be an exciting end to this one. 7:14 to go in the third. You're listening to Capitals Hockey on the Capitals Broadcast Network.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
$7:14 to go Period number 3, 2-1 our score in favor of Waterloo. The Capitals with a ton of chances here lately in this one, though. Couple of posts in this one. I think 2 posts, 1 crossbar, as the Capitals trail by 1. Face-off in the offensive zone upcoming for the Caps. Top line out there for Madison. Other side will counter with a top line of their own. Jete, Jendik, and Nevers for Waterloo. For Madison, Lemo and Cowan. Stout and Moline join them on the back end. A nice job to win that draw back by Waterloo. That media timeout I don't think could have came at a better time for the Blackhawks, as the former Blackhawk John Stout gets tied up in his own defensive zone. Mason Moe comes to save the day, though, and plays it up that far side wall. Moe drops back there for Cowan. Ahead now for Moe once again. Near side Stout into the offensive zone. Cowan towards the middle. Lee's tied up. No call comes. Madison's bench is irate. Near side Stout rings that one in. They chase after it. Cowan's the first one to it for either side. Cowan gets tied up. Cowan down in the corner. Moe now on possession. Looking for options there. Moe comes away with it. Moe throws on the brakes. A shot that time chips up into the air. On possession for a moment is Lee. Stout unable to hold the line as he toe drags along it. And all the way down he sends in. 6:19 to go here. Period number 3. Cowan the only player to stay on the ice for Madison. This one sent all the way down. Got a deflection along the way. Karediak to the far side to Brooks. Brooks up that far side wall. Johnson plays to the middle for Long, who carries into the offensive zone on that far side. Long plays it out front. Sits there for a moment. Scherzer tried to send it in. Scherzer taken to his rear by Waterloo's Morgan Brady. And an offensive zone draw once again for the Capitals with under 6 to go in the third. Face-off on the near side to the right of his shown in goal. Scherzer unable to win the draw back. Lansing got the better of him there in the circle. The coaching staff for the Capitals a little chirpy with the officiating crew here. They thought that Riker Lee getting drugged down was worthy of a penalty. I can understand the no call with how this game's been called. The Madison power play to Waterloo power play ratio 3-1. 2-1 last night, Madison on the power play to Waterloo's power play. Face-off one back by the Blackhawks, one back to Mulgrave, but Madison able to get possession right back. Scherzer up top to Brooks, who has it jump over his stick, and now the Blackhawks are off to the races. Karediak back checks as it rolled over the stick of the player attacking for Waterloo, and Butella. As Scherzer will carry into the offensive zone, it jumps up into the sky for a moment as Butella tied things up for a moment. Near side now for Long. Long sends it into the far side corner. The Caps chase after it. Long goes for a change as the Capitals try to keep things in the offensive zone. Unable to, though, as Shirey up that far side now turns things over. Lansing in the offensive end for Waterloo. Spins back towards the blue line, holds the line, though, as in the corner, Fry ties up a body for the Blackhawks. Near side, Hawkins up top, Lansing. A shot blocked along the way. Looked like that one hurt Butella. The Capitals will come back the other way. Butella back to his feet, slow to get up behind the play. Fry on possession for Madison. Had an assist in one of his 2 regular season games played last year. Butella makes his way to the bench as Hawkins on that far side sends it down in deep. Osgood thought about going to play it. Instead, he allows Fry to go capture possession by himself there, and Fry will glove things down and slow it down for Madison with 4:20 to go in the period. Up top for a moment, sent down into the offensive zone by Waterloo. It's McMorrow on the near side. An assist on their first goal of the night as Shirey backhands it to the far side. Eulenkamp on possession. Eulenkamp takes it behind the goal, looks for options up that far side. Now it's Shirey. Shirey through neutral ice will chip that one down in deep. Monteiro plays the body, but Ryder's the first one to it. Either way, Monteiro able to capture possession after Waterloo's second player in ties up Ryder. Offside are the Blackhawks. 3:44 to go in the third. 2-1 the score. Draw just outside of the defensive zone upcoming for the Capitals. They'll be on that far side, opposite the Capitals bench. Head coach Andy Brandt not happy with the officiating here this evening and letting it be known. Face off one back. Moline near side Stout. Stout back to Moline. Moline to the middle there for Ryder. Ryder looking for options, plays it to the middle for Waterfield. Waterfield stick handles around a couple of players. A nice poke check there from Vachon, though, to keep things where they are on the scoreboard with his team leading by 1. Waterloo up late in this one. Madison putting the pedal to the metal. As down beneath the goal line, Casey Coyle steps out to the right of his goaltender and plays up the near side wall. Waterfield plays the body. Capel there for Madison. Capel far side a bit too late. Stout had jumped up into the play. Moline down in the corner now for Waterfield. Waterfield plays it up that wall. Moline plays it off the apron towards the slot. It sits on the stick of a Blackhawks player, and they'll send it out to neutral where Stout on possession. He turns things over. Monteiro just shovels it back in for the Blackhawks, and now Capel back for Madison. Near side Stout. Stout looking for options. He'll play it down the length of the ice. It deflects along the way. It'll be a high stick on Cowan. If he's the next to touch it, he's not the next to touch it, but I don't know if he got that one too high. It ramped up the stick of a Blackhawks player, and it looked like he got it without lifting his stick above that 90-degree angle. Plays down low. On possession there is Shirey. Shirey down to Cowan. Cowan towards the middle. Lucas up the near side wall. Will play it back to neutral. 2:12 to go, period number 3. 2-1 Waterloo leads. Madison back on possession. Shirey far side now. Quickly back the other way for Waterloo, but Madison fights for possession back. Fry under 2 to go, period number 3, as they'll send that one down in deep. We'll keep an eye on Osgen. Osgen hand on the crossbar as Waterloo comes back the other way. Helm has his hand poked off of him as Cowan will start to try to turn the legs up that far side of the ice and eventually continues it along. I believe the call might come for Osgen here. They hold him back for a moment as Lee now on possession. 1:30 to go as Stout forward. Stout will play it down in deep. It'll play off the end wall. The first one to it's Mason Moe. Moe to the middle. Stout shot. Nice save by Vachon. Goaltender Osgen still in the pipes. 1:15 to go, period number 3. Johnson into the offensive zone, has Long with him, and a power play upcoming for Madison. Johnson's taken to the surface, and the Capitals will head to their 4th man advantage of the night. I'd assume the timeout coming for the Capitals as well. It's Mulgrave, 2 minutes for tripping. I haven't seen the timeout get called yet, but there it is. Timeout for the Capitals. We'll take one with them. 1:09 remains in the third. Madison to the power play when we come back.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today because there's nothing like live hockey.
Back here in Middleton, Madison trailing 2-1 late in this one, but a 2-minute minor called on Teddy Mulgrave for tripping late. The net vacant to my right, so Kyle Osgen hoping the next time he hits the ice that this game's tied up at 2 aside. For Madison out on the ice, it's Waterfield at Long, Cowan, Stout, Johnson, and Riker Lee. For Waterloo, Lansing, Brady, Schultz, and Peddle. Face off to the left of Vachon. One back by Madison, at least for a moment it appeared that way. It's tied up for a moment, and now Waterloo will clear it down the length of the ice. No icing, of course, with Madison on the man advantage is Stout. Starts things back up ice for the Capitals. Stout through neutral, drops back there. Johnson, far side to Lee, who carries into the offensive zone, at least tried to. Chipped it around the defense instead is now Cowan. Will settle things down, 40 to go. Stout, shot that time towards the goal, sits out front. Rebound sits there for a moment as Bichon able to scramble for it. 39.6 seconds to go in the third. As the two teams having a nice meeting in the crease. I don't believe a penalty will come from it. Face off on the far side to the left of Bichon in goal. Same six troops out there for Madison. Matt's maybe not happy with the officials as well there. I believe he said something about that should be a 5-minute-er. Not even a 2-minute-er. Same six for Madison. Cowan and Walker. Cowan wins it back. Stout, far side now Lee. Top of the far side circle, toe drag. Looking for a lane. Finds one he likes. Sits there for a moment. The Capitals scramble for it, and Bichon hops on top of it. Finds it in midair. 10 seconds after the last. We'll do it again. Believe this draw should come to the right of Bichon, though. Sure enough, it does. 29.4 seconds to go in the third. 2-1 our score in favor of the visitors, Waterloo. Long will take the draw this time for Madison as they'll mix things up. Walker still on the other side for Waterloo. Face-off, one back by Long. Stout, far side now for Lee. Back for Stout. Near side, Cowan shot that time. Trickles in the air, but Stout will hold the line. A nice shot block by Waterloo. Far side, Lee looking for options. Down low, back to Lee. Tried to feed it to him. It clears out, and now with 12 seconds left, Stout has to hustle. Cowan, far side now for Lee into the offensive zone. The Capitals come back the other way. No goal on one end as Waterloo clears, and that'll do it for night 2 of this 2-game series. Waterloo with the 2-1 victory over Madison as the Capitals fall in both of their first 2 preseason games. Last season, the Capitals started off 3-0 in the preseason as the Capitals and Waterloo won't meet again until January 24th right here at Cap Ice. They'll play there in Waterloo on March 1st as Madison unable to capture victory in their lone preseason game. The Capitals are back here at home on September 27th, the home opener against Youngstown. Following that, it'll be a back-to-back. That second game will be against Muskegon. Dollar Beer Weekend. That's right, Dollar Beer all weekend long, thanks to our friends at Coors Light. Let's go through a quick goal-scoring summary before we get anything back the other side. For Waterloo, it was Brock Schultz in period number 1, 13:43 into that first period. His second of the preseason from Walker and Peddle had Waterloo up 1-0 at the end of the first period. In the second, it was Caden Hawkins at the 4:53 mark, his first of the preseason from McMorrow and Kasiba. Madison would find their lone answering tally, Alex Lunsky on the power play at the 18-minute mark of the second period from Moe and Eulenkamp, and that would do it for our scoring. Madison on the night, 1 for 4 on the power play. Waterloo 0 for 1. Madison back at it on Thursday in Green Bay against Muskegon. 3:30 p.m. puck drop in De Pere at their practice facility. It'll be the next night where the Caps face off against Green Bay. That one will be at 7 p.m. Caps fall 2-1 in this one. We thank you for joining us here on the Capitals Radio Network on YouTube. We'll see you at the end of the month.